Ay, tú sabes, mami. Ja, vamos para allá, vamos para allá. No quiero más problemas, quiero más fiesta y alegría en mi vida. Estoy trabajando todos los días, pero no siento mucha pena. La semana está por terminar y la fiesta va a empezar. Oye.
Right, so I thought I'd give you a little tour of my Airbnb here in Cartagena. It's a rooftop, 2-story Airbnb. It's simple, but it is so charming. And from my bed, look at this view. Look at this spectacular view of the church. This is what I wake up to in the morning. Then off to my left, the rooftop bars of Cartagena, rooftop homes. It's beautiful. And then from the bed area, you have the television. A hammock in the middle of the apartment. Why not? Why not? Maybe you want to just take a siesta. There's a extra bed, which I won't need. But if it's not just you and you have a big group, there's plenty of space. And then the balcony, let's head out here because there is the Caribbean Sea waiting for us. So up here on the balcony you can see the Caribbean Ocean behind me there. Spectacular apartment. Very nice. It was a good choice. I wanted this choice because I wanted to be able to fly the drone and get good shots of the church. Oh, there's a couple arguing back there. But if you look over there, that's Boca Grande, where I was. Came over from Boca Grande to the walled city today. And it is hot. I will tell you right now, it's pushing 97 degrees here in Cartagena. And I'm going to take you up to the top roof where the pool and the jacuzzi is. Give you a nice tour of up here. In addition to the pool and jacuzzi, you have right here like a gazebo with a nice place to eat in the evening. And then this is the jacuzzi tub. A nice relaxing jacuzzi as you take in the views of historic Cartagena. It's a lot of apartment just for me, but you know, you only live once, so why not? Why not take advantage? And look, when you're having dinner in the evening, look at this view. Wow. Picture postcard. And then you come down from the rooftop, down these stairs here. And I guess this is shared with, or maybe it's another apartment, I don't know. Beautiful. and we should take a look downstairs at the kitchen area. It's not as impressive, but it still has some pretty decent views. Let's go down and take a look. From upstairs, you can go down this way, and then there's another way you can get down. But you come down these spiral staircases, which, living in Fells Point, we're used to these type of stairs. No big deal. But I will say, you have to be willing to climb, because this is like a 4-story walk-up, and if you have luggage, heavy luggage, oh boy, you're in for a workout. So this is like the little living room area. Also has air conditioning, as you can see up here. Looks like we got some guys moving in out there. And then on that balcony. And then here you have like a little TV area, kitchen area with some nice stools. Very well appointed. Everything you need, glasses, silverware, coffee cups. This is the kitchen, full-size fridge, stovetop, a little bialetti for coffee in the morning, or a French press if that's what you prefer. Nice sink, plates. This is a sweet Airbnb, I will say that. I'm glad I picked it. It might not be the most modern looking, but that's okay. And then there's a little half bath down here. We don't need to go in there, but you get the idea. And there's even a washing machine. So if you got to do a little wash, Georgina has that as well. Georgina's the owner of the Airbnb, or she manages it. I don't know if she's the owner. And then you come back up the spiral staircase, and here you are on the second level, back in the bedroom with all the sapos or vultures hanging out there. Look, there's a group on that roof over there. Looks like they're setting up the bar and restaurant on that roof. And there's a couple guys drinking some chelas on that roof. So it is. This is definitely a party town. I will say that.
And with that in mind, I settled into the hammock for a quick siesta, letting the afternoon breeze lull me into a moment of rest. Refreshed, I got showered and changed, ready to step out into the historic and undeniably romantic walled city of Cartagena for our first night on the town.
Well, here in Cartagena, the street music is incredible here at night. Here we have like a Afro palenquera type band, breaking out here, right in the plaza, beautiful plaza in front of this gorgeous church. Enjoying my mojito, pulling me off in this Caribbean heat for sure. And it was good. It was happy hour goes to 11 o'clock, so I got 2 for 1.
There was no mystery behind the 2-for-1 mojitos. Let's just say they weren't winning any awards. But as I took a sip of the less than perfect drink, the mesmerizing Afro-Caribbean dancers before me stole the show. Their rhythm, energy, and vibrant movements set the perfect tone for my first night in Cartagena, where the air was thick with heat, music, and the promise of adventure and ambiente to come later that night.
Ponte algo sexy, bebé. Tírate un selfie, bebé. Yeah, hey. Ponte algo sexy, mi amor. Tírate un selfie, mi amor. Hey, dale. Tírate un selfie que te ve bien cabrón.
Okay, I'm all about the rooftops. Here in Cartagena, there are a lot of rooftop bars, but you better be safe because, boy, it's stairs after stairs after stairs. You keep climbing, and You need a drink by the time you get to the top of one of these rooftops here.
And maybe we can skip and go right to the sequel. Prende Philly Blunt, take a hit for the beat. Que se joda el Instagram, que se joda el algoritmo. Machuca sin vergüenza, la tiro con ritmo. Agua. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. You know I like it like that. Yeah. Tírate un selfie que te
Here I am at Cartagena Rooftop, and man, it's beautiful up here. And I'm just about to have a mojito. Beautiful churches in the background. Everybody so friendly and so nice. There they are. There the guys. Yeah. And very, very nice place. And the good thing about it, after all those stairs, there's a cool breeze up here. It's cool you down. That mojito's going to cool me down as well.
Well, nothing good lasts forever. We seem to have lost electricity here at the Luzano bar. But, no, yeah, it's okay. I still got my mojito here, but now we're in the dark. So, enough about the air conditioning is gone at this moment. So, but it's okay. It's all good. With no escape from the heat at Lucena, I set our sights on the world's #1 cocktail lounge. Along the way, taking in even more of Cartagena's vibrant street music, and encountering a puppeteer so mesmerizing, I had to stop a while for the show, promising myself not to wind up like her later that night. ¡Ay, ay, ay! ¡La borrachera! So this is the famous Alquimico, the #1 bar in the world. There's always a line here, apparently Cartagena. But I'm at the world famous Alquimico, and it is voted #1 bar in the world, or at least South America, I think. But that's a pretty high accolade, so I'll have to tell you my review here. But Daniela's making me. What's the name of that drink? Acocoli. So vamos a ver si está rico. I told her I like whiskey, and she invented this steak for me. But I tell you what, it has a citrusy taste, it has a smoky taste, and the taste of whiskey comes through. So it's excellent. But alas, as tempting as Cartagena was, her sultry siren song whispering for just one more, I knew better than to fall under her spell the first night. I didn't want to end up like the mariachi puppet, swaying unsteadily, holding onto a street post. So I called it a night and made my way back to the Airbnb for a well-deserved, restful night's sleep.
Well, good morning. It's about maybe 7 o'clock in the morning here in Cartagena. Decided to have my coffee up here on the rooftop deck. Whoops, maybe I didn't tighten that up very well. Coffee's leaking a little bit here. I mean, one more twist of the Bialetti would have been good. Anyway, it is warm already, but this is the best time if you're going to have a coffee, I think, before it gets too hot here. It's good. And just enjoy the Caribbean Sea behind me. Last night was a lot of fun. We went to Alquimico. Alquimico is, it's voted the #1 bar in the world. I don't know if I agree with that. It's a pretty cool bar. To me, it felt something like a vampire's lair. You know, maybe you would see Lestat or Louis de Pontulac descending from the staircases. It had that kind of dark, sort of creepy vibe to it. But it was a neat place, and they made really, really fantastic craft cocktails there. Lululo, I think that was the one I had. It was pretty good. It was a pretty good cocktail. It was like whiskey with lemon and maybe some bitters. It was sort of, I guess, what you would call a old-fashioned style, but a little bit different. I don't know how to quite explain how different it was, but it was good. It was good. But this Airbnb is something else. I tell you what, it's 3 levels. It's not super, modern, but it is unique, and I like that. Sometimes I like that more than the modern amenities. And it has that sort of Greece vibe to it. Like Cyprus or Mykonos type vibe to it, with the whites and all the blues. And I really like it. I really like it. You are on top of each other here. I've noticed that if you have big windows, you better make sure you're dressed, because somebody else is looking out their window. All the apartments are right on top of each other here. But that's kind of neat. It's kind of a mishmash, a jumble of places. And you look here and go, oh, that's somebody else's house. Ah, okay, I didn't see that hidden swimming pool there. And I think we might even have some workers watering the plants and getting the pools ready down here below me. So it's pretty neat. I'm hoping today to take the drone up. I didn't do it yesterday. I should have done it yesterday because the day was so perfect. It's a little bit overcast, at least in this direction. Looks like out toward the Caribbean, the skies are blue. So I'm hoping it's going to clear up, and hopefully we can get some great drone shots here. I really want to do sort of an orbit around this church of San Felipe. See if I can get that shot. And we'll just see where the day takes us. This is the first night here in the walled city of Cartagena. First night in the Airbnb. And we're just going to go out and explore. The only thing I don't like about hitting the streets of Cartagena are all the panhandlers. Always asking you for money, but you gotta put up with that when you're here. If you want to enjoy all the historic buildings and unique restaurants and bars and coffee shops and things like that. So let me take a soak in the jacuzzi, and then we'll get ready and head out. You saw that delicious little cart selling a repa de huevo. Here it is. And I didn't like the first ones I tried at the Hotel Estelar. I didn't like them at all. But this is delicious. This has very fresh egg, meat inside. The crunch is so good. I don't know if you could hear that, but it's so crispy, so crunchy. not overly salty, not, overly oily, although they do deep fry this thing. But it is good. It is good. It's delicious. And what better place than in front of one of these beautiful doors in the shade to enjoy breakfast with this arepa de huevo. So found this beautiful little street here, walking off that arepa de huevo. The nice thing is that there's no cars coming by, and that's nice because you're not always jumping up on the sidewalk trying to get out of the way of traffic and motorcycles. And you can take in the beauty of the colors, the architecture, and just have a more calm, tranquilo walk here in Cartagena. At first I thought, what a silly idea to put a hammock in the middle of a room, across the middle of a room. Now I don't think the idea is silly at all. I am so comfortable in this hammock. I am going to take my Saturday siesta right in this hammock. I'll see you in about 20 minutes. Oh man, I tell you what, I could get used to this. Retirement's looking sweeter and sweeter, and I keep pushing up the date because this is what living is all about right here. Beautiful, beautiful. So another bit of advice is you want to wear breathable clothes. Now, I did have a different, what do you call this, linen shirt earlier. And the only reason I changed is because I went home, took a little siesta, got in the jacuzzi. But I have a bunch of these different colored ones, and they breathe really well. And even if they get wet, they dry really quickly. And you will look different. You will look nice, more interesting as you wander the streets of Cartagena. But most of all, you'll be comfortable. Okay, so no trip to Colombia is complete without getting an arepa de queso. They're world famous arepa de queso, and they were so piping hot and crispy from that street vendor. Even though I'm full, and all the weight I've lost to come on this trip, I'm gaining back for you. But I do it for you. I do it for you. I have to try all these things for you, right? So let's dig into this. Let's see. So crispy but creamy at the same time. Very creamy inside. The queso, the cheese is very strong. It's like a I don't know. It almost has like a provolone type taste, but I'm sure it's more like a mozzarella or maybe a local cheese. I knew that guy had the best one. There was another lady by the park, but she just left her cart there, and all the arepas looked very cold. His were piping hot. Wonderful, wonderful. Okay, so we're gonna head back to the Airbnb. That arepa so delicious, but very heavy. You can't eat it after you've been somewhere else to eat. That has to be something you start with, right? I was gonna go straight to the Airbnb, but I'm dreaming of that jugo de mandarina, and I'm hoping this guy's here in the plaza near the Airbnb where I'm staying. Oh, he's there, yeah! Me encanta. All right, so here it is. That guy makes the best jugo de mandarina. But it's about to storm here, and I'm close to the apartment, so I'm heading back in, and I'm gonna enjoy this back at the place, maybe up in the jacuzzi. Here we are in El Pasquín. I don't know if I'm saying that right, but they do have one of the most wonderful cocktail venues that I've tried here in Cartagena. And here's one of the first mojitos that I've had good here. You would think you would get very good mojitos in a Latin American country, but I haven't had good ones yet. This is the best. So it's Sunday, as is typical in Latin American countries. The lights went out, the electricity went out. Se fue la luz, as they say. And I don't know how long it's going to be, but there's no air conditioning downstairs, so the best place to cool off is in this cold, hot jacuzzi. I don't care about the bubbles, just that it's nice and cool. It's more like a little piscinita? I think that's how they say it, a little pool. And, you know, with the Caribbean Ocean behind me there, and all of Cartagena in front of me here, the ruins, the churches. I can't think of a better place to be to cool off. And it's not horribly hot today. It's actually overcast. It's supposed to be overcast today, tomorrow, Tuesday, but that's okay because we're heading to Guatemala tomorrow, my beautiful Guatemala, la tierra de la eterna primavera, the land of the eternal spring. And it will be nice to get into some more temperate climates, 70, 75 degrees. That cool breeze that just kisses your cheek when it blows by in Guatemala. It's lovely. It's lovely. Big contrast from the scorching, gut-punching tropical heat of Cartagena. But yeah, I'll hang out here until the lights come back on, and then we'll go out and grab some lunch. I was thinking maybe taking a trip over to the neighborhood of Gethsemane because I haven't seen that yet, and I'm leaving tomorrow, so maybe we'll try that a little later. With the electricity still out, I decided why not come to Parque de Simón Bolívar. My guy who plays the saxophone is out here playing, so figure I'd have a nice puro, nice cigar, enjoy his saxophone playing. I mean, can't beat that. The electricity's still out, so why not, right? I'll show you my saxophone guy. Aquí está mi amigo que toca el saxofón aquí. Deme. Oh, ok.
¿De dónde eres?
Yo soy de California originalmente. Ya. ¿Qué vas a tocar? Sinatra, Frank Sinatra for me. I did it my way. Antes yo toqué ese saxofón, el alto, pero tengo años sin practicando. Está llevando polvo. Yo tengo que comprar la madera. ¿Cómo se llama ese?
Mi manera.
Ya. Número 2, ¿verdad?
Sí.
Número 2.
El color lo hizo el famoso Frank Sinatra.
Ajá.
Frank Sinatra lo hizo.
Ya, Frank Sinatra es uno de mis favoritos y también Dean Martin, que fue amigo de él.
Sí, la King Cole, sí.
Dean Martin. Isn't that nice? Came over and played Frank Sinatra for me. I appreciated that. But I think the guys with the rappers with their speakers are going to ruin the ambiente here. They've arrived to the park, so I think that's where we'll cut it off.
Strong, super strong, Cartagena, guay, con bombón. Párame, bola, mirame la cara que tengo un flow que no se compara. Dimos a la fara, talento dispara. Very cute, alto de Hollywood, super strong, como Tom Cruise. Tengo un flow que no se compara. Dimos a la fara, talento dispara.
Wow!
Humo en el ambiente, yo soy el rapero que mata rapero. Después de matarlo me lo trago entero, le meto la pista, le meto primero. Tú eres el
A la gran.
fuerte ni Canelo. Dancing, dale, dancing. Blazing Mérida, for Mérida, Blazing Mérida.
Well, I honestly thought I would escape the rappers, but no, wasn't able to escape them. They found me here at the park. But I'm glad I did it. I'm glad I got a little video to show you what it's like. They're very talented. I mean, my God, they can rap about anything. They just ask you your name, and I always get Rocky, Tom Cruise. I don't know why Tom Cruise. I don't look like Tom Cruise, but they're fun. They're fun. And that guy was nice. He wasn't so bad. He wanted a little more than what I had, but I was like, that's enough. I think 20,000 pesos is enough for you. So, but they will hound you and follow you everywhere through the streets of Cartagena. And it's hard to escape them. And since I was sitting here having a puro, smoking my cigar, there was no escaping. But like I said, it was good. He was good. I thought he was good.
I don't know if you can hear me here, but the light is still out, and we're like going to be the last to get the light back, the electricity. We're not getting ours turned on till like 5 o'clock this evening. So I'm still out in the hot streets of Cartagena, and I started getting hungry, but I couldn't decide on where to eat. I didn't want to go someplace, like burger joint or pizza place. And I kept wandering until I found this very, I think this is where the locals come. A unique restaurant. It looks very typical. I think I'm really going to enjoy it. Let me show you around.
Okay, so I'm sitting in this very historic plaza here. I'm not exactly sure what the name of the plaza is, but they have these wonderful sculptures of, typical scenes in Cartagena. There's a guy pushing a juice cart, another one making, I don't know what he's making over there, but there's some guys playing chess, and just really interesting and unique sculptures here. But I tell you what, it is getting hot, and something that you have to try when you're here in Cartagena is the jugo de mandarina. And so why don't we get up? Entonces, I was going to say entonces, hablar en español. Why don't we get up? I see a guy over there, and why don't we buy one of those jugo de mandarinas and cool off a little bit? Hola.
Hola,
Vende jugo de mandarina.
jugo de mandarina.
Ok, vamos a...
Natural.
Natural, todo natural. Ok, vamos a comprar uno.
Aquí le despachamos uno natural.
Ok. Mire este jugo de... This is juice of mandarin juice. Mandarin juice. And on a hot day in Cartagena, this is just what the doctor ordered right here. So look at that. All right, gracias. ¿Cuánto vale?
10,000 pesitos.
10,000 pesitos, nada más. Okay, so that's not bad. Look at this. Let me see if I can get it. There you go. Jugo de mandarina. Couldn't resist. Oh my God, look at this. Ah, it's so refreshing. It's so refreshing. Man, that's good. You got to get a jugo de mandarina next time you're in Cartagena. I highly recommend it.
So the electricity finally came back on. I was able to grab a shower, and I decided to come out my last night here in Cartagena and have a nice sushi dinner. I don't know, I had ganas de comer sushi. So the little sushi restaurant is called Hesitarian. As I said, right here, off one of the main strips here in downtown Cartagena. And I just gotta let you guys know, what a relief. I thought the electricity would never come back on. I was just sweating, and I had to pack my suitcase. I was up in the jacuzzi, and I remember, oh my God, if this light doesn't come on and I don't go down and pack and get that suitcase under 50 pounds, you have to be creative. I can't do that in the dark, and I would have to wait till morning. So I came down, had a little bit of light left, and I was able to get the suitcases packed. And then I was sitting in the bed, surfing the phone, waiting for the electricity to come on. I thought it would never come on, and then it came on. So that was such a good thing, because when the lights went out, the water went out. So you couldn't even take a shower to refresh yourself. But yeah, this is going to be a very nice dinner, and I can't wait for the food to come out to show it to you.
Okay. Oh, es bastante sushi.
Sí, acevichado, coconut roll y crispy de salmón.
Okay.
Esta es una salsa de teriyaki y esta es salsa de leche de tigre.
Okay.
Sí.
Okay.
Estas son ralladuras de coco en pan.
Okay. Interesante. ¿Y las salsas son dulces?
Las salsas son entre picantes
Y dulce.
porque tiene rocoto y tiene salsa de spicy mayo y acevichado.
Okay. Okay. Muchas gracias.
Buen provecho, que lo disfruten.
And this is the crunchy tuna roll. This is a lot of food. And then the trio of sushi.
And with this last amazing sushi dinner within your walled city, what can I say, Cartagena? I've fallen in love with you. From the fiery embrace of your sunsets to the endless warmth of your people, my nights spent under your lantern-lit balconies, dancing the night away to cumbia and salsa. I will always remember every lingering moment, con amor. But don't worry, love like this is never goodbye. It's a promise, a whispered vow that I'll return, drawn back by the magic, by the stories still waiting to be lived. Cartagena, you've stolen a piece of my heart, and I have no intention of ever taking it back.